Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you a really neat trick that you can do with your double-tracked audio. Double tracking is basically you record the same thing twice, and those subtle variations when panned will create a very wide and cool sounding sound. It's used a lot in pop music, vocals and stuff like that, and it's a good way to get, say, an acoustic guitar to be pretty wide and neat sounding. Johnny Cash Hurt is a good example. So I have an acoustic guitar recording here. These were recorded in stereo, but I'm using the utility to only play the right channel. Basically, I got this, and then I have this, which is pretty neat sounding. So I'm going to pan one all the way to the left, pan one all the way to the right, and we have this. Right? Subtle differences in there creates a really neat sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these so they're kind of together. And this is a really cool thing. I really like doing this. I'm going to be dropping in a reverb. And I'm going to make it all the way wet. I'm going to open this up a little bit and turn off that. And yeah, leave the chorus. I'm going to group them because I want to create a chain, like an effect rack. So this will be the wet signal. I'm going to create a new chain. This will be the dry signal. So I got dry here. And we have the reverb here, all the way wet. And this is where the cool thing comes in. So what you can do is drop in a utility, pre-reverb, and you can actually swap the left and right channels. So the right is going into the left and the left is going into the right. So you got opposite reverbs on each channel, and it actually sounds pretty neat. So let's kind of mix that in. And this is a great way to add, I guess, neat wideness to your sound. Right. Let's get rid of this. Let's use a synth now. So we got our Surum-y bit here. Cool thing about Surum is we can do all sorts of fun stuff like that. Like we can play a note, but we can actually pan each oscillator, hard left and hard right. So now, you know, we don't really hear much of a difference. It's kind of a unison-y sort of thing. But what we can do is adjust the fine tune. And let's just run that into a filter so it doesn't drive me crazy. And make a little pluck thing. Alright, so we're already getting a pretty wide sound. Let's do a bit of bendy. So we'll make that slightly like that, maybe slightly not. Actually, let's go, let's mess around with the symmetry. I want to make them different, but same. So I'm just going to move that there. We'll go symmetry. Yeah. All right, so that's two very different sounds. They're pitched slightly differently. Right, that sounds like a pretty wide sound. So yeah, we can do the same thing. Let's go a little, I guess, not advanced, but we'll use a neato sounding reverb. And I don't want this in mono, I want it spacious. I'll have it close, why not? Right, I'll boost the diffusion up so you can really hear what's going on. I want it to muddy up the low end, so I'll do that. Cool. All right, let's do the same thing. And the goal of this, hitting group and opening this, is I want to basically create a chain. So this first chain up here is our dry. And then this one down here is our reverb. So what I'm going to do is just, play them like this. And increase the space a little bit. Cool. So, the point of this video is using the utility to swap the channels. And it's not It's very subtle, but it makes the sound wider, trust me. Especially on vocals. I can't sing, so I don't have vocals on hand that I can show you, but the same thing applies. You can, yeah, basically do that, and it sounds pretty neat. All right, hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.